All right, it's been a while, and okay. Wait, let me close. It's been a while. I got to call Vince. Let me close the door because you might see Justin. All right, dude. I almost didn't survive the FAPNet, but let's call Vince. Let's get Vince on the line. I remember how any of this works.
Hello, hello, is this thing on?
Talk one more time, Vince.
Talk one more time,
All
Vince.
right, I think it's working. Let me just there we go. Pretty good. Let me do. I think we're all set to just end the game, and we're done. All right. So, oh, you guys want should usually we get ready a lot more earlier, but totally didn't, almost not survive the FAP nap. But it wouldn't
Big
be
day,
a
huh?
great. Oh, there we go. I found it. It's always a busy day, dude. Actually, it is actually been a busy day. It can't.
Yeah, summertime is pretty trash, man. I hear you.
It's pretty busy. Hopefully, this doesn't like pop up on something funny, which it might. Okay. Oh, it didn't. Wow. Damn. First try. Okay. All right. So let's just get started. It is episode 138. It's been a while. You and we're only doing the podcast because if we do the podcast a certain number of times and then Rico and Brandon and Kadar and Ian start up again, we'll always have more podcast numbers than they will. So we'll be the number one and True and Gollin, can't forget about that podcast, guys.
Yeah, don't forget about that. That's a good one too.
um but no, we start up the podcast again because I am opening doors up next not even next Saturday. This Saturday we're opening doors up at TTF, and I feel like it's been a while since we had a podcast.
Maybe in the future too, you
And
know?
no, most definitely in the future too. But I feel like it's been a while since we talked to you guys. And Will should be here. He said he might be late. And if he's not here, it doesn't really matter because he never really brought anything to the table. No.
Yeah, where's he staying, man?
Oh man, feels good to be back. Anyway, right, Will?
It does, right? It feels like we've been long overdue for this, so I'm happy.
Yeah, we'll see how the future takes us. But with that said, we'll do what we always do when we start off. Vince, how have you been? How's your day today? Um, talk.
Summertime is a pretty bad time to be working for all of us. It's usually the busy season for us, and it's been pretty busy just all the time. There's a bunch of weird shit going on at the library. Nothing too crazy, thankfully, but it's pretty much how you would imagine. It's just been busy. We had to kick somebody out for taking pictures of people and
Oh
shit.
man,
Just the usual library stuff.
the doc dude.
It was the doc. It was a guy with a mustache.
That sucks. Yeah, I mean, summer it's
I,
hot.
it's just it. Yeah, people. That's exactly why it's hot as shit in Escondido, and we're a designated cool zone. So people come by and just
Oh yeah,
cause problems.
just you're just there to try to help people out, and in the end they just fucking cause problems
And
and
in
all
the
that
end,
fun
we just
stuff.
have 55 more different jobs to do. So yeah, busy and jizzy.
Juicy sauce. Okay. It's not been bad. It's been bad. Been good. Been bad. A lot of funny things at work. Work has been bad. Hasn't been good. But
A lot of PP,
a lot of PP. A
PP and
lot of
shit and stuff like
a
that.
lot of funny. Man, a lot of funny. I mean, it's nothing
A
new.
lot of funny. I agree. A
I
lot of
feel like
funny.
it's just like if back in when I first started working, we had the podcast, and they're pretty much the same stories about my workers.
Yeah,
Nothing really
prime time
changed.
honeys, dude. Make it happen.
It always happens. It will happen. Um, damn. Okay, so I feel like we should just start off. We don't want to keep you guys here too long. Start rambling, get caught up. Start talking about other things off
Neck and
topic.
tonsils. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but I guess
Top secret events.
Evo is around the corner. I mean, it's been so long. It's not like we had a doc that I could have written everything down on this. But
There's stuff on there.
I feel like This is what I'll
I
talk
think it's
about.
worth
I
opening up.
want to talk about Street Fighter Six right now because I feel like Street Fighter Six right now is the game. Believe it or not, it's the game that I'm having the most fun playing with. I haven't played Tekken 8 in a while.
I think that's pretty common between a lot of people is that Street Fighter 6 is probably the best game to be playing right now. So you're not alone on that one.
But I do don't get me wrong, I do love Tekken, but Street Fighter's fun,
Street
man.
Fighter 6 definitely came out in a much more playable state than a lot of games first years too. So that you kind of can't forget about that. This is probably the best. We say this a lot, but it's probably the best vanilla version of a game that's come out in a long, long time.
You know what? This is what I wanted to go into was pretty much talking about what I'm thinking about it right now is it's Evo's coming up, and Evo was last year, and Street Fighter
Yes,
Six.
Evo was last
So
year.
pretty much Street Fighter Six has pretty much been out for a year, and I mean I don't know. I have, like you said, I think it is like the best. But I mean, it's like Street Fighter. Man, let's just get to it. Street Fighter Five fucking sucked, dude. That game,
Yeah,
and especially when that game first came out, it was so bad and I was just in some denial that this game wasn't bad, and I kept playing it, and till
there's
this,
a pretty big reason why I played it for the first year and then never touched it again because there's nothing to touch, dude. What are you gonna do? That's not a game.
and then till I still don't understand why this Street Fighter Five. I feel like at the house and in San Diego at least, like there's like a lot of people. I don't know. For some reason, every Friday was like full house for Street Fighter Five, um, and it stayed like that for a while. And then when we did six, the first couple of locals were huge, and then it died down pretty quick. It didn't die down. I'm not saying it died, but I'm just saying that I feel like the fire wasn't there. Like Street Fighter Five was out, but Street Fighter Six though is like a better game, and I don't know why. Like, it just didn't like get like all that crazy stuff when five
Yeah.
was out. But
I think if there was a more centralized location for people to play in
yeah,
San
yeah,
Diego, that would have a lot to do with entrant numbers going up, and circuits help a lot too. I think just doing a random tournament because it's a day to do a tournament doesn't really bring people in as much as seeing progress week to week, month to month, things like that. So
yeah.
I think that people are kind of used to that, and
Mhm.
without that existing, it's a bit different.
I like that. Yeah. And hopefully we're there to change it, or hopefully it changes. Hopefully, but
People want to play, man. I mean,
but
that's one thing for sure. Is the people who are playing consistently beforehand, all the other games they're playing, dude. Even Pimpot's playing this game. Like that has got to mean something. Have you seen that guy touch a fighting game in how long?
no.
It's like this game is it's pretty good, man. It's definitely worth playing.
Um, yeah. Street Fighter Six is pretty sick, dude, and it just hurts to I mean, there are locals. I mean, I know there's like stuff on Fridays at like the college. There are tournaments going on. I know that for sure. But
Hmm.
for
Do
me,
people go to them though? I don't know.
so for me, it just hurts because I want like these awesome big turnouts like there used to be and all everything. But it's like, man, these are only like 14-man tournaments. You know what I mean? Like, damn, I want to like I
Which is
want
pretty good.
it. No, it's really good. It's really good. But I want to see like a 40-man tournament, like like Zenith is a monthly, and they have that like every every once a month they'll have like a big turnout. But I want to see like a weekly that happens like once a week, and like it's just like fucking packed like every day
I
or
also would
every
like to
week.
see a weekly happen once a week.
But we'll see.
I mean, are there any that happen
No,
in San
well,
Diego?
I think there are. That's why I'm saying I know I don't care about Discord, but I do lurk around the events pages on all 5,000 of the San Diego fighting game Discord pages and the on Discord, and there are locals, but I don't know if it's, to me I always feel like the problem was just the advertisement was always the big problem to me.
It still is.
And okay, you answer my question. So let's just go down the opener. It's been a while. I feel
I
like
mean, the main one that I would want to visit happens on Sundays, and sometimes it gets posted day of, and it's like, well, that's unfortunate because I really
yeah,
like that place. I would like to go. I would like to support it. There's always funny stuff going on, but if I don't know, I can't go. So
yeah, Nana's is fun. Yeah, what does
it
Will
is. It's
think?
very fun.
Will? No, he's not here.
Take it over
Okay.
to Will.
No, anyway. So let's see here. So it's been a while. It's been truly a while. Why TTF is being turned into a Warzone slash card game local? Okay. I don't know why. I was thinking. Well, let's just turn that into the Saturday event. I'm not talking about Warzone. I'm talking about the card game local. I've been thinking about something, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But like Saturday has to happen first, and we have to see
Yeah,
what
let's not get
happens
too ahead of
once.
ourselves. Let's see what
Let's not get
happens.
too ahead of
I
ourselves.
know it's only a couple days away, but a lot of things can change in 2 days. I mean, we were all set to run one of the biggest locals of all time, and bees came through your wall. So
That's
I'm not
true.
saying that's going to happen again, but you just don't know what's going to happen,
Dude, there
especially
were like
at TTF.
bees flying around the other day, and I was just like, just kept looking at the corner of like the outside, like they're hoping not back.
Just
But
wondering, right? I mean, hey, dude, my house is being invaded by
by
bats right now.
bats,
We have
dude.
to have somebody come and like clear the bats out. So I mean, that tells you something too.
But I mean, there's just a bunch of soda cans outside, so I know they're all about that shit. But you know what? Let's just talk about the big event, which is not
Not a lot to talk
TTF.
about, but let's talk about it.
Let's talk about Evo. Evo is around the corner, and I swear to God, when we have our little kickback sessions, so we always talk about Evo. I know Rico has a lot of thoughts about Evo. His Twitter post about Evo is amazing.
They're confusing and very uninformative, but I really love reading them all the time.
Evo is a scam. Yes, Tom, it is a scam.
Thank you
But
for your input, Genghis.
let's get into it and say why is Evo $200? And I don't even know. Well, okay, you know what? I can't say
Good
I don't even
question, right?
know. I can't even say was there even an early bird because apparently there was an early
That's
bird, and people
that
keep
is the
telling
early
me
bird price.
that there is an early bird price. So
That is the early bird price. I mean, the real reasoning why it costs that much is because the finals ticket is included, but it's not going to be in an arena. It's not going to be anything else. It's just the venue's just going to be open for another day for people to do shit. It's like, does that justify the price? I mean, I guess we'll find out in a couple weeks, but
so
I don't know, man. That's a big ask. I mean, there's people here, there's some sick fucks in our community that are married, have significant others, all that, and paying $400 just to be able to go is that's a lot, man. That's like a real vacation, and anybody who's ever been to Evo knows that like you're never having a good time there. So
let's
I don't
not.
know, man. It seems
Yeah, it's
very,
horrible.
very overpriced. So
No, let's not also forget that the spectator price is also two
$200.
hundred dollars.
I
It's
am not
there.
playing a single game after what happened last year, and I still had to pay $200 just to go. So yeah. So if you're bringing anybody else, family members, kids, all that, $200 just to walk in the door.
I think it's what I feel like since we can say this word now for some reason I feel like it's fucking retarded, but um,
It's a
I
business, I get it, and
I
like I said, we'll
know.
see if the high price tag is justified when we go. I have my doubts, but we'll see. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised, but I cannot imagine getting $200 worth of fun out of that one.
I can't. So Friday through Sunday, 3 days,
3 days, yes.
3 days, 3 days, and three
Me,
days.
you, and Will, right, Will?
Um, it's gonna be fun, but
Of course, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a ton of fun, but I don't know how much fun I'm gonna have at the tournament.
how much? I mean, I wish we had a business, David or someone, but it broke like record attendance, 10,000 plus people. So
Oh
what?
yeah, it's the biggest Evo ever, and
Ten
we'll see
thousand.
what happens too.
10,000 times like 200, like 2 million something, whatever.
Which probably doesn't even recoup the cost of the venue. I'm
I'm,
sure.
I'm sorry, what?
It probably won't even recoup just the cost of the venue without internet and all the other bullshit they're paying for it. I'm sure it's going to be way more than that.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess it's kind of justifiable, but it just sucks, dude. Like I feel like this happens once a year. I don't know. Like I said, I don't run events or anything, and I don't know. It just
I
sucks.
imagine renting that in Las Vegas is super expensive, but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. It makes it sound like I'm just gonna have a miserable time and I'm gonna be pissed the whole time, but I'm gonna have an excellent time. But it is a lot more money than I thought I was gonna be spending without even doing anything yet. So
I know. The fucked up thing too is that like all these poor bastards think they're gonna like get top eight or something. So I mean, I don't know. Like you said, like you gonna pay? We don't know yet. But remember when we used to talk shit about like LDL, like when it like the last building it was in, saying that like
when they shook me down for $10 every
when
time
they
I
would
wanted to walk in
yeah,
there,
like
yeah.
$10 just to hang out with your friends and stuff.
Mhm.
I feel like this is it again, but It's only once a year, and then
I'm gonna have a blast regardless,
oh
but
yeah, for sure.
it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. It's $200 to walk in there.
That's a lot of money. I think you know what I feel like. It's I feel it just sucks that this thing is like $200, and then it's like $5 a game. So you're paying like all this money. I mean, it's like $10 a game, but I mean, it's you're paying $190 for two Evo, two Mr. Wizard, and then $10 only goes to the pot. You know what I mean? Like that's insane. Um, and I think the only way that I would be okay with it is that if just like there was a spectator pass, dude, that was only like $50. You know what I mean? Like just something for like
Like
you're
how it used to be.
like you already said, man. There's fucking man, and I'm not gonna say anything right now when I ask. I won't tell this story right now because I do respect some people, you know. But I will tell this story for sure on Saturday. But it's just crazy that the you know the you know anyone that works for Evo or LP like they know where they came from. You know what I mean? They know how it works. And it just sucks that like it's. I mean, Dre said it best too, man. Like it's just the FGC is poor, dude. um,
Definitely.
and then I know that people are like, oh, well, you know, we gotta stop like with that attitude. Blah. I was like, well,
What do you think this is? Like, be real.
you know, what's next? Showing our
The real things that
tweeners.
yeah, the real thing that I don't really like is how much less community and side events there are this year as well. I mean, they do their community spotlight where they have like somewhat of a stage time for top eights and things like that, but Vortex Gallery has been gone from that place for 2 years now, and it seems kind of weird that they're not there and there's like 90% less community tournaments, unless I'm missing something. And you can still run them in the BYOC area. Why isn't that a bigger thing if we're paying extra money and have all this extra space? Like, why can't we do things like that? That's kind of one of the things I don't really like either.
I mean, unless we walk in there Thursday and it's like or Friday and it's like the crazy, like the most mind blowing, like everyone gets a free PS5 and we all get our $200. We get our money.
Which would be nice,
We
but
get our
that
money
is a little
back.
unrealistic.
Then Ellie Lee's there, and everyone else that we all love and care
I
about.
don't know who that is.
No, but like it sucks because like just like you know we have friends that are I won't say they can't go, but they refuse to pay $200 or it's just way too much.
It's reaching the
Um,
point where it's prohibitively expensive, I think.
like
But
and like you said, like so, do these like I know I was talking to I know Quinto is like bringing like his like fucking his whole family and his wife's like his like parents in law are coming. Like, do these all these motherfuckers have to pay like $200 each? Like, I'm out
which
there.
seems
Like
likely.
me. Like, they're like if I would I have to bring like my wife and kids and like my parents in law and all that shit just to like watch me go two and out for $200? Dude? That would suck, man. Like that there. Let's get Rico in here, dude. But
No,
the the arcade section is I mean the arcade section was really bad. I hope that doesn't man. I heard the AX
it was pretty good
arcade
last
was
year.
a fucking blow up, dude. It was just like those little one up machines, dude, and everything. So
It was pretty bad, but I mean, the year that I went, Arcade Infinity and a bunch of other places brought their arcades. That tells you
oh
how long it's been since I've been to AX. That shit was tight.
yeah, the when I went to AX that one year, the only year was round one brought a shitload of machines in,
Hmm.
so that was really cool. Um, but KO for 5 bonus. Okay, that's cool. Evo, dude, I'm gonna have fun though. It sucks.
I'm absolutely gonna have a
I feel
blast,
like we
but
always
whether or
talk
not I have
shit.
fun at the tournament is
That's
a
what I'm
different
saying.
story.
Yeah, well, yeah, we always like talk shit about these events, you know, or like we go to like these shitty tournaments. We drive hours and hours, or we just like you know. But it's always fun. Like it's just we're still gonna have fun.
Definitely, it's just this year I'm not going to be able to run around to all these side tournaments and watch all these funny games because they might not exist, which is a little bit weird.
Man, $200, dude. How how much was Evo last year?
Not $200. I also played last year and got disqualified at my bracket, but
And Senix got
yeah.
a TO the whole time too. Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I feel like if it wasn't $200, I feel like to me right now, honestly, like I don't mind paying $200, whatever. Fuck it, I'm gonna play as
No,
Evo.
I'm absolutely going to
I
do it
don't care.
anyways.
But
So
I just wish that spectators didn't have to pay the
it's just
full
another
fucking
thing is
price.
that we're at a shittier hotel, which costs more money for less space.
It's
So
so
they you have to factor
stupid.
that in too.
No, that's like when they're talking about like, oh yeah, we're moving to like a bigger venue, and it's like the biggest. And then like I googled what the biggest venue was, and it was like the Mandalay Bay was number one. I'm like, and then number two was like I was like, oh great, number two is the convention center. Like, how do you go from? I mean, I see it right here. The Evo not being on hold. Yeah, that's pretty much what like I'm talking about. It sucks that's the thing. But let's see. What are we looking forward to? What am I? Okay, I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to real quick. So let's turn some positivity, into this. Well, I'm off. It's a vacation, so I'm looking forward to not being nowhere at work for like 6 days straight. This is the first time I've taken like a Tuesday off. Usually, I just take Thursday to like Monday, and Monday we rush home, and the next day so it's like I have work. But I was like, my boss is like, hey man, why don't you just take that Tuesday off so you just like can big chill? I was like, that sounds good. Let me just do that. So I'm looking forward into playing fighting games. No, I'm joking. I'm looking forward to hanging out with everyone.
Of course, like always.
Seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while, and just hanging out with everyone. And then we're all in this horrible area of Vegas, in this horrible town, the city of degeneracy. And we're all together for like 4 days straight. A lot of good times. I'm looking forward to drinking with late staying late, hanging out with Gerald, roaming, running into everyone, Rico, running into all some of the SoCal heads, all the NorCal heads randomly, just hanging out with all you guys, totally getting caught in conversations with people I don't want to talk to, but it's gonna happen. Um, all the waifus, all the guy foos, just all the funny things that will happen. So something funny is gonna have to happen. Someone's gonna like something horrible will happen, something funny, something good. Um, it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to hanging out and just watching good matches too, man. I mean, as much as I don't expect to go in there and like fuck everyone up, I can only give it my best, give it my all. I haven't been playing, but I'm looking forward to watching matches though. I'm looking forward to top eight. I'm looking forward to watching just a lot of different games and just hopefully there's some like crazy like did they say they're doing any like like 5v5s or like America versus like was there anything announced or anything?
Not
Nothing,
that I could
huh?
find, at
Yeah.
least. I
So
could only find the community side events, and no, some of the games are pretty cool,
the
but
whole
that's pretty much it.
the Hawaiians Sweet and Punk just talking shit about it. Yeah, totally. Um, but no, I'm looking forward to. It. I'm looking forward. I
Yeah, I
want to
feel
get
like that's not a thing anymore. They don't do like their own kind of things like that, which seems strange if you're gonna have so much more space and do all that.
like when Mad Cat
Like,
said like the 10v or like all those
yeah,
that was cool when they had like the two cigar like, what I mean like the man yeah, but they don't have stuff like that no more or like a shittier bar fight. Evo is more like a con now, which is gay,
I
but
know. I feel like there's so many better games now that are out now that people are like pretty close in that you could do so many cool exhibitions, and that just doesn't seem to happen anymore, which is really weird.
well because we need time and we don't have a big venue and blah blah blah.
Seems weird, right?
Yeah. What are you looking forward to, Vince? At Evo?
Pretty much a lot of the same things. Just seeing everybody, just being there. Tournaments are always really funny. There's just people melting just all over the place. There are so many good matches. There's so much. There's so much to do. Like everywhere you turn, there's something like really badass that you could be spending your time on. Stuff like that is like never gonna really go away. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Just watching all of the top eights, or they're probably top six now, but for whatever reason. But just seeing all
Time,
those for all
dude.
these games, there's very few games that I think are not worth watching this Evo, and that's pretty
Whoa.
sick. So I'm pretty happy about that too.
I feel like every game is it's watchable except for Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat and Strive are my big question marks, but everything else
But
is like
Strive
I'd
is so
probably enjoy.
huge though. That's what I mean. Like it is.
League of Legends is a big game too, but that shit sucks ass. Valorant's a big game. That game's garbage to watch too. So
Oh, are we talking
being
about
having a lot of
any
entries
game?
doesn't mean anything.
True,
But
true,
yeah, other than
true.
that, like I think most of them are pretty cool. So I bet you KOF is going to be really funny too.
It's
It's a shame they don't have many entrants, but
yeah.
I feel like that's probably going to be a
I
really
was
good
gonna
story.
say that too. Is like I'm shocked
Or
that
top six.
MTK has more people, but I mean I guess like
Me too. I can't even think of one person who plays that shitty ass game here, but maybe there's got to be somebody.
I feel like. Do you think the numbers would be way bigger if the venue wasn't like so expensive?
I mean, it's the record-breaking numbers for almost everything, so probably not.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, and I feel like if you're gonna go to Evo, you're gonna save up for it, right? Like you're gonna, if you you're a
Yeah, for sure.
smart, yeah. Um, everyone being able to watch finals is pretty cool. I guess that's a pro, a positive that we can take.
I think
From
so. I
yeah.
think depending on how they do it, because I think the best part of the days before finals day is that it's actually in the venue. You get to sit there and watch the top eights, and there's just a shitload of people just laughing at people getting fucked up and all that stuff. It's like, how tournaments should be.
So
So having that experience on Sunday now, like, I guess that is pretty cool. But you also have to leave your fucking hotel room and go to a venue across the street and sit there, and you can't leave when shitty ass MK starts and come back later without going through a hassle. So whether or not that's a really good thing, I don't know.
so I'm gonna backtrack right now. So it does suck that Evo is very expensive, but I'm not saying that I mean I believe 100% what Rico is trying to say to you with Evo's more like a con now, which it is. Um,
It's been for a while,
it's
but yeah,
been for
we
a
all know
while,
that.
but I'm there for but a good amount of us are good there for a fighting game tournament. But I do like this is just me though. I do like the whole con thing. I do like walking around and looking at all the cool. I do love the artist alleyway. I do like all the cool things. I do like walking around looking at stuff. I like it. I like it. And I like the fact that it's gonna be open on Sunday, and apparently it's gonna like just stay the same. So you're still gonna be able to walk around and see all the vendors, and
From what I keep hearing, that's what it's
yeah.
supposed to be like, which is pretty cool.
So I that is one thing I can't take away that I do like. Unless I somehow fuck it up there, like when I go, then I'll probably hate it. But
It makes you wonder. I'm very curious to see how they handle a lot of the bad things from last year and see if they're any better. Like picking up badges and shit like that. Shit that has no right to be as stupid as it is.
I mean, I don't know how to like. I always pick my badge up late, but every time before we but when I do get there, I do see the pictures of like the line going all the way to like out, just ever. So I don't know how you would fix that. I don't know, because then people are gonna. Cause I know they have to do like, oh, if your like last name's A through Dick Butt right here and Dick Butt through, it's just because they have like
They
the
also
custom.
had to separate it between people picking up badges with embroidered stuff and didn't tell anybody, and the line was enormous, and it
That's
didn't have to be that
so
way.
that's what I was gonna say too. So I was like, I
It was
don't know.
definitely a huge logistical failure last year, but we'll see what they do this time.
So yeah, it sounds like everything
I mean,
meant
it
to
doesn't
say
really matter
about
to
you.
me, right? Because I'm not going to enter the
Oh no,
tournament. But
yeah.
even still, it's just like an hour out of my time that doesn't need to happen.
I like how if you were not to know what Evo is and you listen to this, you'd probably think it's like the most horrible thing
It's
to
the
go.
worst thing ever, but it's not. It's just like there are things that I think are like pretty stupid, and I have questions about them. But we'll see what
Well,
happens.
it's like it's crazy especially for people that's been there since like day one, and I mean even like before
Which
that,
is probably a lot of the people who are here right now.
before it was like Evo when it was like in the like in SoCal, you know what I mean? Like it was like almost like it's like free. Like you only pay like $10 and $5 per game, and then it steadily got. And then it was free, and then we get into the whole free shirt thing, and then it was just like it was it
That's
was
pretty
it was
dangerous to go into.
it
Yeah.
was reasonable, and then now it's just like holy shit, man! Like it's crazy, it's insane. I think it's I think it's insane. That's something I'll like probably always die on to you. It's just that I feel like if it's an FGC event, it should be affordable, and I just feel like it should always be for the people. Like there should never be a you should never go plus. You should always like just always be down if you're running. If you're a TO, you should always be down. Even though you should break even or make some money. But I feel like if you put on a good event, you're not gonna you're always gonna
I've
be
seen the
like
PHS receipts. I know what it's like.
yeah. um. So what? Let's see what we got. What top eight are you looking forward to? Top eights. I'm looking forward to all top eights. I mean, I can just say which ones I'm like least looking forward to because I would sit there and watch everything. I did that like a couple years ago at Toko. We watched like Dragon Ball Fighters, Grand
Ooh,
Blue,
that's
and like
rough. That was a
MK.
pretty good top eight, though, all things
But
considered. So
I probably the most I'm looking forward to will probably be Tekken 8, and then Street Fighter 6, and then let's see if we're being honest here. The top three games I'm looking forward to will probably be Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, and Third Strike. And then I wouldn't mind catching KOF, Grand Blue, um, and then like MK and KOF and Strive. Oh no, I'm sorry, not MK and Strive is like whatever. But I wouldn't mind watching them all. But like the three I want to watch the most would probably be Street Fighter 6, Third Strike, and Tekken. and it's cool because we don't have to like pay money or meet some guy in a dark alley for tickets this year because it's all gonna be there.
That is
So
gonna be potentially pretty cool. I'm
and
definitely gonna miss just eating bullshit in the hotel room when watching the finals, but maybe being there will make up for that. I'm not sure. I feel like it might, as long as there's actually room and they do it well. I think that could probably be like one of the cooler things about this one.
well, I kind of feel like you kind of have to too because they pretty much force you to do it. They force
You
you
would
to pay
think, right?
for it. Yeah. Um. So what top eight are you looking forward to, Vince?
Pretty much the same thing. Everything except for MK. I don't even know what that game looks like right now, and I don't even want to know what it looks like. I can't imagine a world where that might be anywhere near interesting. But mostly probably Street Fighter because it has the potential to be really funny. It has the potential to just be a bunch of bisons and everybody just complains. I don't think so. I I don't think that's gonna be a thing, but it would be pretty funny if it did.
I hope it's all just Bison and Akumas. That'd be badass, dude.
Akuma probably has more of a shot, I would think, but it's so hard to get an unreleased character. I mean, a character that's only been out for a little bit and not fall back on like 1+ year of experience on stuff. So we'll see what happens, but that has the potential to be a pretty funny top eight. Third Strike could be that with one Makoto. So we'll see what happens. But I think that one's probably going to be funny for different reasons. I think that's going to be just really entertaining. Especially like if you are in a big venue like that and everybody's actually watching it and everybody's just like talking shit and making noises for Ganasian and stuff like that. That could be a really fun top eight as well.
It's gonna be it's gonna be Chuns and like Cans and Yuns and like the one
For
Yang
sure.
maybe.
And
Yeah,
one Makoto.
one Makoto. It's gonna be fun. Let's see. Let's see. Is Will going to Hulk up at Evo?
Let's ask him, Will.
Will, are you? Will? Hello, Will.
Are you going to Hulk up?
Will.
Playful death threats,
Oh
maybe?
shit, there he is, dude. No, he's not there. I'll Hulk up, but is Will gonna Hulk up?
I'll Hulk up with Will.
Okay. Evo not being at a hotel is kind of whack. Evo not being at a hotel isn't kind of whack. It's completely whack. I think it just
I'm not sure how
sucks.
far it is from the hotel we're staying at, but I know that it's
Oh,
not
it's
like
pretty
all the
close,
way
isn't
there.
it? Yeah, I mean, it's. I feel like from looking at the Google map, I'm pretty sure that long space between the gap between the convention center and the resource world. Hopefully, that's not like a 20-minute walk. But I've heard stories that it's like not that far of a walk, but we are in record. Apparently, well, I mean, don't know what the weather's gonna be when we're there, but I know like last week was like record breaking like heat.
120 degrees.
But it does suck that it's not at it. I think it sucks. Because I'll just this is more of like a me reason. But I like when Evo is at Mandalay Bay or any hotel. I think you already said to Vince like because if you don't want to watch something, you can just always go back to your room. You can
Yeah, you can
wander
just fuck off and grab
or
more
not,
snacks.
or
Things like
even
that.
just wander around the casino floor. You know what I mean? And fuck around. But it's like you have to actually leave the convention center to
I
go
wonder how
back.
much of a factor that's going to be. I really do, but we'll see what happens.
Um, and it just sucks that it's not like one of my favorite pastimes at Evo is just everything's done and you just wander the casino floor and the Mandalay Bay was connected to like every other hotel, so you had that little gap, that little like walk through like through the mall, and it was always fun just like fucking around, walking everywhere with the homies, meeting new
Yeah, seeing
people,
Spooky every time.
running into different people. It was just always just fun. That's like one of the best part about Evo. That's what I like a lot. But then I feel like it's kind of gone only because it's back at the convention center. But I mean,
We'll see. It could be replaced by something that's even funnier. I mean, I'm just not quite sure yet. There's a lot of unanswered questions that we have.
do you remember? That's where we met Oz, dude. Victrix.
Yeah, dude, Oz's stuff, man.
That
Boy,
was
what a fun year that
that was
was.
insane, dude. Oh, that was insane. Um,
And wait for the next Victor event.
I mean, I kind of ruined that for everyone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, San Diego. It's my fault that there's no more Victrix events in San Diego and just in general.
And we're sorry for killing Marvel Infinite
And
in San Diego
yeah,
indefinitely.
yeah,
And all the other things that we've done over the years.
yeah. And we know I
We just talked like 13 different people out of going to Evo this year by us talking shit about this stuff, even though we're absolutely going to have
Yeah.
the time of our lives and do a recap podcast about how much fun we had.
So make sure you guys eat all the
You can
Korean
blame us for that,
barbecue
too.
you can. Eat all the Korean barbecue you can, and buy all the One Piece cards you can. So you don't have to go to Evo Japan and Evo and hang out with your friends and stuff. Um, that was like our own thing about Evo.
Famously well run Evo Japan, by the way.
Evo. Evo's gonna be fun. It's insane that Evo is
I
literally
can't
like
wait.
it's so
I mean,
close,
we look
dude.
forward to it every single year. I can't believe it's going to be in like a week. That's insane to me right now.
Oh, you know what? Let's see here. Do you have like a bucket list of Evo you want? You have? Do you write anything down? What you want to do? Like what stuff you want to make it out of your pool?
Yeah, I want to make it out of my pool, and I want to play in my favorite side event, Yatagarasu, Attack on Cataclysm, Enter the Eastward, the new expansion. Because I'm sure there's going to be so many side tournaments this year. What do I really want to do? I don't know, because it's going to be at a different place, and it's going to be like not like a super different experience, but there's going to be different things compared to last year. So hopefully there's something that's super badass. I'll watch all the community tournaments. Like, no joke, I'll probably watch a lot of the community tournaments because a lot of those games are super cool. Check out some of the bullshit there. Avoid all those greasy fucks at the Riot booth trying to play the new shitty tag fighter. Just get into goofs, get into adventures, take a walk around. Just the same shit I do every year. But I mean, since it is going to be in a different venue, hopefully it's at a better venue and there's more space and there's actual seating. I think that would be really cool too. There's a lot of shit that I want to do, but I really honestly don't know what to expect this year for Evo as far as the venue's concerned.
Yeah, I know what I want to do. Besides, I feel like the goal would always be to make it out of your pools. I want to at least make it like you do the next pool. Not drown.
It's a good feeling for sure.
I want to hang out. I want to drink. I want to take more pictures. Like, I like
I
taking.
feel like that's a lot of us every year. Is like
I
we definitely
want.
don't take enough pictures of all the stupid shit.
I just want to take more pictures too, because I know like my mom likes looking at all the pictures.
She does. You know who's good at taking pictures is the Root Boys. Those guys get a lot of really funny
Yeah,
pictures of stuff. Though the year I was hanging out with Joseph the whole time, we took pictures of all kinds of funny shit, like just people just hanging ass,
yeah.
just weird camera issues, people melting in their pools. It was actually pretty funny.
Take pictures with some of the cosplay waifus. Not bitch out. I always look forward to like the artist alleyway. Just buy a bunch of stickers of like just stickers and art. It's always fun. Just I don't
Yeah,
know.
just picking up shit for people is super cool. I actually really enjoyed that too.
Gambling,
Maybe I'll gamba this year. You know, it's
gamba.
pretty. It's a cheap year for Evo. I might have some extra cash.
Very cheap. I wonder how One Piece card game is gonna be. Cause I'm hearing a lot of people asking if I'm gonna bring my cards. I'm asking,
Really?
and I see like a couple of the Mexico boys were asking if I'm bringing some if we're bringing cards, and then I know like I've been seeing on Twitter some of the people I follow are saying that they're gonna like so I'm wondering if there's gonna be like we don't know how big the convention center is, but I wonder if there's gonna be like
That's what I'm saying. I
if
wonder
we
if
can
they
like
have like actual space to
commandeer a
do
table
yeah.
or like fucking anything. But I don't know. I'm looking for it. The adventure to Evo is always fun too. Like I saw someone say Eddie World and stuff. So I mean, it should be a good
I
one.
think that's gonna be. I think the drive this year is gonna be pretty funny, depending on who's in the car. There's a lot more space than than usual, so it could get pretty full in there, and I think that might be really funny. But we'll see what happens. I'll have to discuss it with my contact later today or tomorrow.
Yeah, the stop should be fun. But yeah, Evo's gonna happen. Hope to see you guys there. I think that's all we can talk about. I can't think of anything.
Can't wait, man. It's gonna be pretty cool. So if you're gonna be there, make sure to harass us. See you in the
You
car.
can harass
See you in the
Vince.
car.
You don't harass
You
me.
can harass me. You can find me and harass me. I don't mind at all.
Don't talk. Don't touch me, man.
Yeah, don't talk to Cody though.
All right. So the main reason we are having this podcast is because Saturday I am opening doors to get money from. I mean, to have a
To
Street
recoup
Fighter.
my $200.
Dude.
Because so much of that money from TTF goes back into your pocket and not just the cost of everything.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, $200. Once I make $200, I'm not taking any more entrants for the tournament.
Yeah, that's the reason why it's capped at 32.
No,
Better bring UVS to Evo. I'll
well,
bring my deck.
there's a reason why it's capped at 32 because I'm just tired. So anyway, let's
Because
talk
once it gets to $200, we're just closing the tournament down.
it's capped at
We're
20.
funding the new bathroom at TTF.
How sick would that not be? No, so Saturday we're opening up. I wanted to make it a 2-day event, but I was like, dude, fuck that, dude. I don't want to open my house for 2 days. I want 1 day to myself. No, I was like,
I'll see you tomorrow, anyways. I'll be there.
we were I said fuck it because I wanted to have it 2 days because I think it would be cool, but the side games were kind of intertangled with each other only because I would say that I was gonna have Street Fighter on Friday because it would be like a call out to like the old TTF on Friday, which mostly were Street Fighters, and then Saturday I was thinking that Tekken might be just bigger, and we'll just have an all day thing Saturday. And then Mike was like, "Oh, can I do KOF? I can only do it on Sunday, or not Sunday. That's not crazy. On Saturday.
3 days of games, man.
And then that means Alexis would be coming out and some other players, but they also play Street Fighter, so it would suck for them not to be able to. I mean, if they wanted to
Yeah,
really
to have
go
to make the
out,
trip twice is like
but
it's
to make
asking
the
a
trip
lot.
twice, so I was like, "Fuck it, we'll just."
I wouldn't want to cross the
Well,
border
well,
twice.
also it wasn't a start like late too, like at 7 and 8. That's why, because I was only doing 2 games. But then I was like, "Fuck it, we'll just do it all on Saturday. We'll open up a little earlier, and we'll just
I think it's a good idea, depending on the space. I'm sure there'll be plenty of
Well,
space.
so the front room's already set up. I already destroyed the TV Drake gave us. No. So with that said, Saturday I will be opening doors up at open start because I don't want to like just start yapping. Guys yapping. So I made a funny post.
Never
About
forgot,
One
dude.
Piece.
That guy mind fucked Eric out of a win, dude. He just Dr. Yappenstein.
Did you read the?
God bless that
You
guy.
didn't read the chapter, did you?
Yes.
You did read the chapter?
Yeah.
Some guy made a post where it was he said like he was talking about Joy Boy the whole time, Vegapunk, and then Luffy was just like the whole time not paying attention. And then some guy just put, "What? Why is this guy with the big head yapping so much?" I was like,
No,
that word
Dr.
yapping just
Yappenstein.
makes me like fucking. The whole like one Eric to that just
He's been playing card games so long. I wonder how that happened, dude. He must have just been melting.
and it was just like the funny face, dude. Anyway, so July 13th we are opening doors. That's 2 days away. It's 7-Eleven today, by the way, guys. So I hope you guys got a Slurpee, a free Slurpee. Doors will open at 3 p.m. So 3 o'clock, I'm opening doors.
I'll be there.
But check in. Are you working that Saturday?
No.
Okay. So check in is gonna be at 3 to 5. 5 o'clock is when the tournament starts. So I mean there's the main events and the side events, but they're all main events to me because I care so much about you guys, and I'm not gonna give priority to a side game. No, so Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6 will start at 5, and then later on at 7 o'clock we'll start KOF and Third Strike.
KOF does have a pot bonus, by the way. I don't know
I
what that
saw that,
entails,
but
but I've been told that there is a pot bonus. What that is, I don't know. Is it kisses from Mike? Is it money? Is it booze? Who knows, dude? It could be anything with that guy, but there will be some kind of pot bonus.
but um
But as for the main games, you can go fuck yourselves.
yeah,
I'm not giving you
I'm
shit.
not throwing any shit, man. Opening the house up is enough for you at the moment. I've been talked into having another Big Kahuna, but we'll talk about that.
Wink, wink.
This is also the first Tekken 8 tournament at TTF. It's been
And the last,
and
because
the
we're burning
last.
TTF down after this.
I need to make a post about stuff, but so let's see here. So what is my plan? So I feel like I'm not gonna like split. I'm gonna run one bracket. My goal is I just want to run the tournament not as fast as I can in a professional way, but just to get it over with, so we have time to get as many
just
games.
run it efficiently is the goal.
Yeah, running efficiently. So there's enough time in the end to get games in, hang out, and fuck around. I do not know if I'm gonna stream it yet, but if I do stream it, which most likely will happen, I'm probably only gonna stream one game. I'm not gonna. I don't want to make people wait. Like, oh, top 8 for Tekken. Wait, when do? I'm probably gonna stream Street Fighter, and then maybe like the top 8 will just.
And if there's time for anything else, obviously we'd just run it.
I think I'm just gonna run it. Like if we're in the top 8 for Street Fighter and like Tekken 8 is still like we're almost done with it, I'm not gonna make those guys unless they really want to. Which I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I know
Like
a lot of those guys won't mind, but I don't want to hold anyone hostage. And then I know Mike says something about doing. He wants to like stream KO. I don't know that yet.
He wants to either stream or record the matches, I think.
Yeah. But for sure, I'll tell you how the layout's gonna be. So we're gonna have 6 setups, or I'm sorry. So the main room there will be 6 setups in there. 3 will be for Street Fighter and 3 will be for Tekken. And then outside in the backyard we'll have a setup or 2 for Third Strike. And then in the kitchen we'll have KOF, and that's what the layout's gonna be like. And then it's capped at 32. I know. Well, in my head I'm like, okay, I probably won't get like 32 people anyway, but I know. I mean, it could happen. It happens before. But
There's a couple games that could for sure.
I'm gonna keep it capped at 32 because at the moment it's just I feel comfortable with just I just want to keep it in check for now. I'm not saying that it's gonna be 32 forever, but at the moment I feel like just getting to the point where I just becoming an old man. You know, no, we'll see. You see, my main this is what I was thinking. What my goal would want to be is I want to if I keep opening TTF now. So I think I said what August. I wrote down the dates. So after a week after Evo, so that would no, I
April
mean
20th.
August. I'm sorry, August 9th, which is a Friday, and the 23rd would be 2 days I want to open up. So I think I said I was gonna go like bi-weekly. I was gonna go bi-weekly, um, and have TTFs. Um, but what I would want to do is hey, what is 3S being played on at TTF? It's gonna be the PS3, Rico. Um, the PS3. So far I have my PS3, and I keep forgetting Toki's PS3 doesn't have fucking Third Strike on it. It does have a lot of cool games on there, though. I won't lie on that. It has like those Guilty Gears and the unis. And I tried to hook it up to the internet, but it wouldn't connect because I was just gonna buy fucking Third Strike on there, but I asked Vince. But it's gonna be played on just the PS3. I feel like we always used it on the PS3, and then all the other games are gonna be the PS or I think KOF should be on PS4, and I will update my copy or my system, and then everything else will be PS5 for all the other games. It's I know I hope I had to say this, but please bring your own controllers. I will not be providing
You
any
shouldn't have to say
controller.
that, but
I feel like
yes,
I have to. There's be like
please
that
bring
one
your own
guy.
stuff.
Um, but yeah. Um, so my idea was to like we're gonna open TTF up and all that stuff, and then I would want to like save up money and like make one big one, one last ride, one last train. Um, but that's like I think that the goal on whenever the house does get destroyed in the near future, not near in the future somewhere, that to have at least one like tournament, like not at that like at a like I don't know, I'm just like at a hotel or a venue, something. So it's just something cool, something cool. But come on, Drake. One last train. But I feel like it's but for now we'll just let the good times roll. And then would it even benefit to have it every Friday? I'm gonna ask that. Do you think
I think
having
it'd be funny.
thank you? Well, we'll see though. But for sure in August, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. And then maybe it'll become like we'll see. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it should be fun. It should be good. There's already like 43 attendees. I'm not saying there's 43 people in each tournament, but like I said, it is capped. I would just try to guarantee a spot by registering. It better like I don't know. I would hate for you to show up and there's nothing, but I'm pretty sure everyone's not going to show up, and then there'll be spots. Maybe I'll let
Show up or
some
don't,
people
you know.
in. Just I mean, we'll just see. But I kind of want to just like not worry too much. But there's 25 people for Street Fighter 6, which is pretty cool. Tekken 8 we have 21, which is pretty cool. Third Strike, I know there's 10, which is really cool. And then
That's pretty
KOF,
good for that game.
KOF we have 9, man. So I feel like it's gonna be a good one
That's
on
also pretty
Saturday.
good.
Um, I feel like it's gonna be good. I can't. There's a lot of new names in here, and it's gonna be your first time at TTF, so I'm sorry.
Please enjoy the bathroom.
But yeah, man. In the end, I, we're there to play fighting games. We're there to fucking. It's like always thinking of it as like an underground like fight club, and then I'm not. We're just there to just
It's gonna be
fucking.
funny. Feel free to come by. If you want to play some card games, they'll be there too. There won't be any space, but we'll figure it out.
No, there'll be.
It's gonna be funny,
There,
man.
there,
You're
there's
gonna have a good time.
there's a lot of cool names in here. I saw Viscant's names in here. That's pretty. What do we have in here? We got Toki, some guy named Sway, Kanoi, Onagai, Espada, Oliver. Hey, Mr. Chu, hell yeah, Blake. Some guy named Cold Blooded Wolf, Galeen, Swoj guy, Triox, Khan, True. Oh, that's cool.
Damn, Triox, that's badass.
Tanako Apologist, Bead Bean, Gina Carlo. There's a bunch of names I don't know, man, but Scamp, pretty cool. The homie the Pie Lover, J Smash. Oh, cool, Justin. That's really cool. What else we
Nice.
got
We
here?
like that guy.
Alexis, Pimpot. There's a lot. Manny, Adam, the savior of TTF, Fizzle, Arnold, very cool. Hudson,
Ooh, nice.
Rico, Gerald, Drake, JT. There's a lot of cool names in here, man.
Batosai Zombie Slayer.
Batosai, Zombie Slayer. I I'm just gonna say this right now that
Oh, here he goes.
Tong, you do have to register online, and if it is full, don't get mad at me because you didn't register online and the tournament's filled.
I don't think Tong knows how to use a
I'm
computer.
mostly
You
talking
might
to
help him.
Tong right now, but you know, it's because I feel like it's gonna happen. And then Gerald's just gonna smile and laugh, and
Did Joe register?
yeah, Gerald's already on here. He registered for Third
Okay.
Strike in Street Fighter Six. Rico registered for Third Strike in Street Fighter Six. It's gonna be fun. And then yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what game will be streamed, and we'll just see what happens, man.
Does Rico know it's not on a super gun?
He asked earlier, so I can only hope he heard me.
Okay. I don't know if you actually were just saying that or not, or if he actually asked. Okay, that's
No,
good.
he has the hey, what's Third Strike being on? And I said PlayStation 3, and then no one said anything to me. That's what he said. So I don't know if.
Okay.
Oh, I see here because Pinball said on your super gun. Rico, if you're in here, we're gonna play on the PS3 unless you want to bring it. But I have two PS3s, or I have one PS3 and Vince's PS3 with Third Strike on it. But
And thanks for tuning in if you're still here.
yeah, what about you, Vince? What are you looking forward to at TTF? What do you have to say about this event on Saturday? And what do you hope for the future events of TTF?
I just hope it's good, man. It's gonna be good to see everybody there playing in tournaments. I know that TTF may or may not have been open in the past to other people, but to see all of the normal people there playing games again is gonna be pretty cool. I'm just looking forward to it running well, the house not burning down, and just seeing some funny matches. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. And for the future of TTF, for it to continue to happen, I think is kind of the hope and the dream of everybody, myself included. It's good to have everybody at the house just talking shit, especially the after hours. The after hours events for sure are always really cool. I know we've been getting a lot of that ourselves, even though we haven't, but it's good to see everybody else have those too. It's just a good place where if you want to play games, somebody will be there to play games with you, and that's like it's a pretty good feeling. I feel like that doesn't really exist right now outside of TTF, so it'll be cool to have that back.
Yeah, like I know it was just hanging out, but I mean, what other place? Like when Watts came in at 3 in the morning to play KOF because Mike said so. Like what other? And this is like even before, way back when it was still open. Like what place can you like walk in at 2 in the morning to get like Street Fighter 4 games in or Marvel 3 games in? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like
I'm very fortunate there's at least 2 to 3 other people that want to play the game that I want to play, and it happens every week. I'm very lucky for that. And I would like for that to happen to everybody who plays games that they like, because they have a place to go, and there's somebody that will play there with them. It's pretty cool. That's not fucking online, by the way, because that shit's not real.
and there will be a KOF pot, has been said. I don't know, like yeah, Mike's
And there will be
kisses.
a FOB bonus. I don't know what that entails. It could be sex. It could not be sex. I don't know. There's going to be some kind of bonus for KOF. But as for the rest of the games, go fuck yourselves.
Um,
Please give us $200.
event locals. LOL. We don't go to them. True. So we won't talk about them. I mean, I don't. I can't. Yeah, I can't talk about them. I don't. Haven't been going to them. Zenith happens once a month. Um, they have been having good turnouts.
Which is good. That's
I
great.
know there's like other shit happening. Nanas, but I don't know when Nanas happen until the day before, which is what
Which
Vince
is very
said.
unfortunate because that's definitely one of my favorite venues to play at for sure. I really like tabletop a lot.
There is come on, the media mashup. Come on, you guys know that one, right?
Yeah, TTF Tank Top
What
Fridays.
else do we have here? San Diego, dude. Game Sync, is Game Sync still a thing?
I hope not.
Oh man, I hate.
Like I said, it'll be good to have TTF back for multiple reasons, and hopefully that is a thing that happens. I'm looking forward to it. The VR, what'd you call it? The VR Fuckfest? Is that what you had dubbed that one? That one was cool.
Who, me or J Flo?
J-Flo.
Oh,
He had a really funny name for it. That was good. Just seeing the picture all the time. That gave me a good couple of chuckles, you know.
I guess where's Will at?
He's right here, man. The smile of every baby, the face of every child.
um,
Puppet
I
mode.
don't know, man. I mean, it feels
Right,
good,
Will?
dude. Like I'm like laughing. This is funny. Just talking shit, man.
It feels good to have the podcast
I
back.
think
I'm pretty happy.
before we end it with the questions and the hot or nots and everything, I want to like let's come into my office. I want to talk to you guys real quick, real quick. And I just want to tell you guys that
That me and Cody are getting married.
if you guys want to run a local in San Diego, there's a few things that I think you guys should know. Okay, and I want to tell you that, and especially if it's like something that only happens once a month, where you have time to think about it, and it might be an issue. Um, I feel like space management is such an important thing for a fighting game tournament, especially if you are limited into a certain amount of space. Like back in the day when TTF was like a real house, and I didn't want no one in the house, and we just had 60 assholes in the backyard. It was still set up in a way where it was comfortable, and I feel like I feel like everyone, and I still do it to this day, even though um I already know the plans, the layout, the blueprints. But till this day, I still when I want to kill time at work too, is I will draw out like a layout in my house where I want, and I'll put this is what I want it to look like, and this is what I think will be convenient. And I always think like, okay, there's like 60 people signed up. Okay, it's like what 10 people in the kitchen, 10 people in the, just like stuff like that.
I
Because
think it's helpful.
I always want it to be comfortable enough to people to walk around, because in the FGC people don't believe in personal space. I feel like people just like
Yep.
be in. They'll just like stop in the middle of like a hallway, in like Comic Con, and just like it's horrible. It's horrible. But I really do think that space management is very important. Um, I think running when you like run a tournament, I feel like you shouldn't. I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say this. If it's just like if you have like a 10-man bracket, don't split it into two pools. I think that's what I'm gonna say. Shouts to Davis thing. I love Davis thing. I always had fun, but that format was so intense, dude, and
It was pretty wild.
it was
Pretty wild thing
wild.
to do.
And then I feel like if you have like let's say 40 people, I don't think you need to split that up into two pools, especially when you only have maybe like not enough setups to do it. I think you should just run just a straight up, just run it in like just a bracket, like a bracket. You don't have to split that shit up, because then I feel like you have people. You gotta always remember you don't want to keep these people hostage. That's what I always feel like because if you're gonna run like a tournament so let's say you have two pools and there's only like 40 people, you're gonna have one guy just play 3 matches. He's in top 8, but he has to wait until his pool's done, and then he has to wait until the next pool's done, and he's just fucking waiting, and it's just like, damn, dude.
Especially if you're making people pay for it, you know.
And if you're making people pay for it, that's I'm
If you're gonna
just
make people pay for it, you might as well not waste their time if you can.
yeah. I always feel like you just don't want to. That's what I always told people too. Was just like, don't keep people hostage. It's kind of like the whole hyperbomb thing, where like every game wasn't get streamed to top 8, and like the pool started like at 6 a.m. and then top 8 for Tekken didn't start until like 6 p.m. and like that it was like, oh my, like it just some things just don't have to be done like that. Some things don't have to be like that. Yeah, I feel like those are two things. I always tell that to people too. Just time management and time and space management. Man. Those are two very important things that I think that would make a lot of people happy. You always want to make people happy. It sucks that sometimes you want to make people you hate happy, but it's just the thing you have to do, man.
You do it anyways, though, especially
You
if they're
do it,
paying you.
especially if they're paying you. Especially if they're paying you.
Yeah, all the TTF money that definitely it goes back into making TTF better. It doesn't just pay for all the shit that goes into it every time. Don't forget to pay for your drinks.
Yeah, soda's $1, but the dick is always free.
The dick is always free.
I don't know. I don't know what to talk about. I think we're just. I was really hoping Will was gonna be here. It could just be a lot easier to. He's so insightful.
He's got a lot to say. He's hanging out with the lot lizards right
It's been
now.
an
I
hour,
can't blame
man.
him.
We're chilling. We're big chilling. Like it's all good, goodish, good one. All right, let's get into the questions. We like questions. Hopefully,
Yeah, I feel like we should definitely do an Evo recap this time.
Oh no,
I know
we
we
will.
say we should do it every time, but let's
We
definitely make a plan to do that.
we'll do it.
I'm planning on taking notes this year.
We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it the Thursday of. We'll do it next Thursday, right? No, it wouldn't be next Thursday. It would two Thursdays. Yeah, we'll do
Live from Evo. We've done it. We've done it before. Why not?
Let's see here. Questions. Not a lot of questions, but let's see here.
If you have any questions, feel free to post them.
If you want a question, post it Discord, whatever. But let's see here. Okay, first question. Dale, did you still need someone to help run the TA bracket? I'm down to if there is a need. Yes, I do. I will hit you up in Discord. I don't know if you're in here, but if you do want to help out with the bracket, you are more than welcome to. So far, I know for sure I'll do Street Fighter. Mike's doing KOF, and Dale, if you want to do, I think I even have you as an admin on Start.
I think he is too from last time.
So I think you've done it before. And then Third Strike. It shouldn't be that hard because I feel like in the end of it anyway, if everything runs on time, Bert, we'll be 2 hours in, and then it should be kind of like slowing down. So when Third Strike
I can't imagine
and
that
KOF does
long.
happen, it shouldn't be a problem for someone to run Third Strike. But yeah,
most people playing Third Strike kind of know how tournaments work anyways too.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that won't be an issue.
So yeah, and if you guys want to help, I already have me, Mike, and then Dale now. So Third Strike, I'm pretty sure that's something like, and yeah, I can just leave the bracket on in the backyard, and then people just do a run into tournament. So since all the people in the Third Strike tournament anyway it's all like the people that play Third Strike at TTF anyway. So Shakira Danzig. Let's see, damn, it's a big ass question, dude.
There's 3 of them in there, so.
So
4.
Which characters do you want to see in the next Mortal Kombat movie? So the Mortal Kombat movie was a movie.
It was a movie.
It wasn't a good movie, but it was like good enough. I can't say it was good enough. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed watching it. It was pretty ridiculous. It was stupid. I feel like if it was made in the 90s, it would be a good movie. But it's not made in the 90s. And the best parts of that movie were literally just the end and the beginning. Like all the scenes with Scorpion and Sub-Zero were pretty much like the coolest parts of that movie. Let's see. I know I would like to see Shao Kahn, which he is gonna be in it apparently. I would like to see a reptile, like a humanoid reptile. It was cool to see him as like a giant lizard, but Noob Saibot, which apparently is supposed to be happening. Homelander, Omni Man, RoboCop, the Terminator, and Michael Myers. Oh no, I want hopefully more Scorpion. I don't know, just like any idiot or Johnny Cage. I don't know. Oh yeah, Homelander. Johnny Cage is supposed to be the lead butcher. But I don't know, man. It certainly was a movie, and I know I'm gonna watch it anyway. But yeah, Vince, what about you, man?
I would like for it to not exist, but disregarding that, I would like to see Shao Kahn for sure. Definitely one of the more interesting characters, and
Oh my god,
probably Quan Chi.
Dude, that would be sick. Wait, isn't he supposed? I think he's.
Yeah, mainly just the villains. I think the villains are super interesting. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go with Shao Kahn and my boy Quan Chi.
They'll put Chinook in it, but not call him Chinook. It'll just be Shao Kahn's dad, dude.
Yeah, Chinook. My boy Chinook.
Who is winning the skirt off between AOC and Kamala Harris, dude? I can only hope AOC is winning that one, but she might have a difficult a challenge with our future president Kamala Harris, So who knows, man? Who knows?
I'm gonna go with the future president Kamala Harris
Oh,
on this
okay,
one.
cool. I got you. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, I think we're torn right there. I got AOC and Vince has Kamala Harris. All right, okay.
AOC doesn't look like she fucks, dude.
She's like a big horse mouth.
That's
I like that. Anyway, um,
that's my statement on it.
Kamala Harris doesn't look like she fucks, dude. Um,
Look at her. She just smacked out of her mind 24/7. She definitely is winning the squirt off. There's no
Cabal
question in
Harris,
my
dude.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cabal and Harris.
If you were in the Warhammer 40k universe and could join any faction, who would you join? You know, always like, I don't play Warhammer, but I mean, you don't have to play it to enjoy the lore.
You don't have to play it to
Yeah,
enjoy it.
yeah. So
I guarantee
I
you
always
that.
like reading. You know, it always kind of reminds me of like just like any I don't know. It's just, but I do like the crazy stories that are going on. Like the humans are just like all their units are insane. They all believe in different. I mean, they all believe in one thing, but it's just like their way of doing it is like insane. I like the orcs, dude. The orcs are pretty cool, and even though they suck, I don't think the humans always like to because like I I I always like
It's
once
a hell of a universe for them,
it's a
man.
hell of a universe for them, and I always like how they the Space Marines. I think they're the Space Marines, but I like how like there's like I forgot what game it is, but it's like that new game coming out, and I always like that trailer is so cool because like all the regular infantry people are getting fucked up, and then like the big boys come
You
in.
mean the critically acclaimed game coming out, Space Marine 2?
Yeah, but and I always
Yes.
like how they like the regular chug, you know, the always like they're angels. You know what I mean? They're like God. You know what I mean? They're like you know yesterday an
They're
angel came
basically
to save them.
superhuman
Yeah,
monsters.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's hard to not like them. And people will make fun of you for liking Space Marines, but it's not my fault. They're tight as fuck,
And
dude.
then
Like,
like
whose fault is it?
I always like the ones that know they're in the wrong, but they have to do it because they don't want to. You know what I mean? It's just that like or they question their like beliefs. You know what I mean? And like
You'd probably like the Salamanders, you know.
yeah, but those guys are always cool. Like those units that like um but I know for sure Vince he knows a lot more about stuff, and I'm pretty sure he'll have like a giant, way better answer. But like the orcs are the Space Marines I always like too because the orcs are just funny in general. Cause I always like the fact that they, or from what I hear, is that if they would work together, they can most definitely like take over the world. But they're always like pretty much killing each other, and that's it's like the FGC. If they just work together, I'm just God damn it, Vince! I just saw you. Sick background. Anyway, Vince, your Warhammer. Go ahead. I know you're like the big Warhammer dude. Yeah, that is fucking.
It's
Oh, I
super
have
easy.
a. Sorry.
What do you got?
No, I have your camera was like there. I go. I had to put the in frame because I had it so I can fit into the thing, but they can see it now. Anyway, continue.
It's definitely orcs, man. The orcs are the only people in the whole universe that are having fun with anything. If they believe it hard enough, it will be true. Basically, we've been living with an orc our whole lives, dude. Our boy Rico, he has the power of belief. Anything he believes can make happen. And I would definitely follow Gazgul Thraka into hell. That guy is the coolest character in all of Warhammer, I think. So orcs, it's a super easy answer. I would definitely follow that guy into hell. He's tight as fuck. Good question.
Also, like the Titans are like the giant robots, right?
Yes,
And they weren't made by the humans, right? The humans found them or something.
they are
Is that,
like ancient technology, pretty much.
yeah, I like that too. Is that they have to
And
like
since
they have to be sidekick to use
the
it or some shit.
people who maintain the Titans don't believe in innovation or anything, they only believe in the old ways. So they'll never make another one.
That's
But there is a guy who doesn't give a fuck. He's pretty much like Mayuri. He's like an evil scientist,
he's
and that
making
guy
new
gives a
ones.
fuck. He'll make all kinds of crazy
That's
shit.
cool. Hell
That's
yeah.
why that guy's cool too. You would like that guy too. His name is Belisarius Call.
I'll well tomorrow is it's a busy day tomorrow, but not for me. So yeah.
If I show you a picture of him, you're gonna instantly think he's tight as fuck.
All right. So and do you think Bigfoot really exists? You know what?
Yes, and so does Dirtfoot.
Yeah, my big gay bro, and his gay
It turns out he's gay.
I do think Bigfoot exists. I really do think Bigfoot exists. There's too
Yeah,
many.
of course, absolutely.
It's either everyone's just very creative in storytelling, or this thing actually there is something out there. Um, and I for a while, right now I'm in like the fucked up murder story, cold case thing videos. But before I was into I was at work. I was listening to the Bigfoot encounter stories, and they're those are really cool. And I always tell my favorite one so far was like pretty much like a kid. I'll cut to the short point. A kid hears the light is turning on and off outside his house basically, and then he's like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, it's like the light broken." So he like goes like into the front room where the front door is at, and then he sees like a fucking he sees someone. He sees a Bigfoot in like the window where the door is, and it's playing with the light switch. But the thing is from the door where he would have to stick his like hand in the window to the light switch is like basically this motherfucker has long ass arms is what they're saying, and then he's just like smiling and playing with the light switch. But it's not supposed to be funny. It's like horrifying to this kid.
Scary.
And then you find out that like because it's apparently a true story that someone told this guy, that the dad got his shotgun, chased it into the woods, and then called the cops, and the cop was pretty much like, "Hey man, like, you leave them alone, they'll leave us alone." So apparently it's been going around, and it got into like
Things like that are cool.
and they like people were noticing the Goofy, it was Bigfoot from the Goofy movie. No, but and then it got to like people were noticing like pictures were missing, and like these little angel statues, and then they would find like whole like they would dig up stuff in the forest and find it. So they were saying like these Bigfoot people were just like collecting like little, I don't know, it got kind of wacky, but Bigfoot encounter stories are really cool, man. I like them. And I like how like some people think they're just like an ancient race of lost giants, or like or just like really big mountain people. But I do wanna believe that Bigfoot exists. I do want to believe that aliens exist, that there are ghosts, and I do believe that this world is like way too big just for us. Just it to be just for us. I do believe that some other universe or some other part of the world, there's a bunch of girl versions of us playing One Piece and watching Golden Weapon. I do not want to meet these girls that are just the opposites of us.
Yeah, I don't think I want that either. But
I can only
I'm glad
hope that they're good
possibly
looking,
exists.
but
They have all the things we don't,
I possibly believe that there is like just girl versions of us that it's one of those things. Like the girl version of Dylan on Tinder was the funniest thing ever. The cheese pizza. Oh, that man, I gotta find that picture. That shit. Nige, if you're in here, God, look. Can you please link that picture?
No,
because it was just. But yeah, I do want to believe that all this shit is. I mean, I can be like my boss, and he believes that there is a level in Area 51 where the Giants have escaped, and the government has lost all contact with that. Like,
he's a big cryptid believer for sure.
He is a big but I do want to believe
cool.
that.
Yeah, I want to believe.
Or how like the Giants are actually like the Norsemen, like Vikings. They're like the master race or that stuff. But the short answer is yes, I do believe like stuff like I believe in like Bigfoot and sea monsters, the little barstool walkers or whatever they call those little dudes that walk around. Yeah. What about you, Vince?
Yeah, he exists, dude, for sure.
Yeah.
Pretty much for exactly the same
reasons.
Like,
we hang out with him. I play Warzone with Bigfoot every day,
We saw a Chupacabra when I dropped him off too, so those exist too, man. I'm a firm believer.
And I just feel like there's something running around in like Wajito Ranch too. There's something out there, I believe it.
Yeah, it's Rico.
It's those two dogs, the ghost dogs that me and Hobby ran into. Yeah, Rico was running. It's just like from like more scary stories, like those the art in those stories will always be one of my favorite things, dude, because they're like so fucking creepy, dude, but it's so badass.
They changed the art and then everybody got pissed off and they changed it back.
Well, I would think so, because you mean like they redid the books or they rewrote the books and then they changed the art?
No, same writing. They just had a different artist
for
that.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's the same. It's my homie Arnold Schwarzenegger, whoever that guy's name is. But
Alvin Schwartz. Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah.
Yeah, but so it's just the same stories, but they just had a guy do the different art. Yeah, the art was just so
everybody got pissed and they changed it back, but that was the thing for a little while.
That's the thing that you remember the most, man. You remember the stories. You remember the stories, and they're connected by the picture.
Pretty much, yeah. The art really sold it.
The dream is connected to Dawn.
It's Dawn.
The Betsy, the horse. I just remember that fucking horse skeleton. Harold. It's everything. You know what I mean? Like you can name any story from that book, and I can remember the fucking picture. I remember the one that freaked me out the most as a kid was I don't remember what I guess I don't remember the story, but it was like the skeleton girl. That shit was so creepy. But in the end, it was
a spooky ghost story. Yeah.
But she wasn't bad. It's just her husband killed her and she wanted revenge.
She wasn't an evil ghost, but she was definitely
so fucked up, dude. Like, or the Slithery D. And there's a lot of cool stories, man. The Big Toe, a lot of cool stories. The Viper, even though it's not that scary, but the little dude, Matt's the
It was the
Viper.
comedy section of the book, yeah.
So Raimi beauty. Anyway, yeah, hell yeah, Bigfoot exists. They
Good
all
question.
exist. Good question. Pimpbot, how prepared are you to win the One Piece TCG tournament Evo? Have you been to Evo? I'm ready to just slap the all dawn on Yamato and attack every turn, dude. That's how ready I am. No, I don't know. I don't play in a lot of tournaments, dude. If this was to be a real like tournament or a question, and or there would be a real tournament there, I would probably just go in how I always play, dude. If we're being honest, being serious, when I do play like in the tournaments, I always go in. If I know I'm gonna play somewhere, I do watch a lot of tutorial videos still. I like asking certain people certain questions, especially
All the smart people, yeah, for
I
sure.
would ask
It's
like I
helpful.
talked to Brandon, Eric, and some other people about what they think, and then I watch videos, and I do like watching. There's a couple nerds out there, like what you do, against certain matchups, because there are. It's when you think about it, if you ever played card games, there are matchups. There are, and
There are
what
1000%
what to
matchups.
do, what you want to be looking for, what the game plan is, um, and I just try to play smart, man. And I'm not playing on a fucking like a sim where I just fuck up every time and I can't like take my dawn off and move everything around and count outside. Um, I mean you can, but it's like how I take it. Like it's online. I don't. It's a lot different than when I'm like at rares and I sit there and I'm like thinking out loud in my head. But yeah, card games are fun, man. And like it's One Piece is very easy. It just becomes a giant hidden puzzle, a math problem in the end with puzzles.
It's a math problem in disguise, just like all card
Um,
games are.
and some people don't understand that. Some people don't understand why certain decks are broken or why certain cards should exist. But it is. It's card games, man. It's card games. Card games are fun, and it's One Piece. If it wasn't One Piece, I probably wouldn't be playing it. But it's One Piece, and I bought 2 boxes of 200 Years in the Future, and I ordered some of the new, or not yet. I got until the 11th. No, the 16th, I think.
On the 16th, it
For
opened up
the
today.
2 legendaries, yeah. So most definitely. But yeah, and I want to run One Piece tournaments at the house, but not big ones, like just like a 6-man Swiss. And if you don't know what Swiss is, it works good for card games and not for fighting games.
And not for anything else,
Not for
yes.
anything else. Because basically what Swiss is that, I mean, it could work in fighting games, but it's
But
stupid.
why would you want to do that?
Because it wouldn't make
Yes.
sense, you know what I mean? Because what Swiss is that you play until there's
There's an
2
established format that works for fighting games,
Yeah,
and you should probably use it.
yeah,
Probably.
yeah. No, you 100% should use it.
You should. You should probably use it.
No, so what I was thinking, Vince, was I ordered those 2 boxes and I was like, hey man, like maybe we'll do a test run where we're there. I'll be like, let's say it's just me, you, Toki, and Josh. You each put $5 in, and then whoever wins, we'll do a Swiss, and then whoever like the top 3, I'll give them like I would save one of those packs and just get packs out. You know what I mean? Like, all right, you won 5
It
packs.
seems like a good idea.
And then like second 3, and then first, or I'm sorry, you know what I mean? Just go down and stuff, but just for fun, just for stress and giggle. You know what I mean?
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Just like, hey,
I was actually thinking about doing something like that, but just buying all the stupid shit from onboard, like all the battle spirit stuff, just to give out. Because I think it'd be funny. But yeah, I think that's an even better idea to give actual price
I
support out.
think that's something we can work on in the future, just for fun. And then I know that would, because I know Dylan's always interested in coming out, so that's just something to do in the end. I feel like it'd be funny.
I thought you might like that, Jacob.
We might, to be honest with you, if I do get, because they said shipping tomorrow, and for some reason, if they do come in on Saturday, maybe at the end of the night we'll do that. We'll like put $5 in, and then
Maybe.
I'll throw in like first gets 5, second gets 3, and then third gets like 1. You know what I mean? And we'll see what happens. And then if you open a mango rare, I never have.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna open them all first, and then when I hit the secret rares and everything, I'll like leave the leftover packs. Just all right. You know what, Vince? I want to ask you now that how would you? So when you've been to way more regionals than I have, because you're not a bitch. So
That's debatable.
How do you
I've been to
prepare?
more regional, yes.
How do you? How do you prepare for a regional, like a card tournament?
I mean, the same thing that you would do if like if like let's say you really are preparing for it, and you're like, okay, am I going to win this tournament? I think there's really only two options. You pick the best deck in the format, or you pick a deck that is equipped to beat the best deck in the format. Those are really your only two options. If you're really taking it seriously and
Yeah,
you're not just like deluding yourself, I mean, for the most part, I'm going because I just want to play and I really like that. But if I really was trying to win, those are really the only two options. So if I was going to win this theoretical One Piece TCG side tournament at Evo, I would play Black Luffy for sure because that deck probably has the best matchup spread,
yeah.
and it really only kind of gets fucked up by one deck, and that deck is I think a bit harder to play than all the rest right now.
What deck is that?
So Bonnie can beat Black Yellow Luffy pretty consistently.
I heard. So I saw a post because there's like a flagship tournament or something, and then someone was saying that I don't know who this guy is. He has a partner check by his name.
Hello,
but
I like I
but
like your style
but but someone said that he does think Black Yellow Luffy is the best deck, and the only
for sure.
one
It probably has the best
one
matchup
of the
spread right
only
now.
decks that could beat it. Wait, I don't know if he said that it it beats Lucci or it loses Lucci, but Lucci has to draw.
Lucci has to get super lucky to
I
beat that
I
deck.
think that's what it was. So he thinks like that's why that's the best deck because it has like the most.
Your e-shows have to they have to rip out Morias every single time, otherwise you
Yeah,
can't
that's what
ever
it
lose
was.
that
That was
match
okay.
if
Yes, thank
possible.
you. Then you just,
Hmm.
yeah,
It's a pretty
for sure.
common one for that.
Yeah,
Yeah. And have I ever been to Evo? This is going to be my first year, and I hope it's not expensive.
Toronto, man. Oh,
Good question though. But yeah, if I was going to theoretically win that side tournament, probably not because I'm going to play Anel, and I think Anel is decent, but you
Anel's
kind of
good. Yeah. I know.
he's good for sure. But you really have to. If they don't know how to play, you'll beat them every time. If they kind of know like how to play against it, the only way you can really beat them is to get really good triggers and draw all your top end consistently every time.
Dude, Kadar sent
So.
me a picture of himself, and it.
Hey Crockett, by the way, if you're here, thanks for the art, man. If you're looking at the banner right now for this podcast, Crockett did that, so it's pretty cool.
Can you
So thank
tell?
you for
Can
that.
you tell? You know, Blackbeard doesn't have a beard. Just remember that, guys. I'm just joking. No, but it's
You're
crazy
welcome.
how much Blackbeard with glasses. Like, it looks like me. He's just fat and has no teeth. I'm missing that same tooth, and the
No
shitty
comment.
beard.
I love bits.
Dude, but Kadar is looking like a victim. He. I don't. He looks like a cancer patient, dude. He is. It's crazy. I'm not gonna blow. I promise him I won't blow up the pictures he sends me. But holy shit, dude, it's insane that the pit is working, man, and good for him, dude. I'm
Some
I'm
people can do it.
I'm fine. Where I'm just at the. I lost like my 40 pounds, and I'm chilling at 300 right now.
It's a good first step for sure.
I'm
I mean,
chilling.
everybody's got a different
I'm
process.
big chilling at 300, and I think after too bad he's still. I'll say too bad he's still alive. But I'm big chilling, and I feel like after the birthday bash, I think that's when I kind of want to. I'm gonna hang out with Arnold. For that.
I mean, one step at a time, man.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different way to do
All
it.
right.
As long as you're doing something, that's always better than nothing.
All right.
That was a really good question, Pimpot. Thank you. I'm sure a lot of people were bored to tears by that, but
yeah.
that's kind of a little bit of the inside of what I would do.
Especially, I'm pretty sure when you mentioned that, you're lucky enough to go to the house where people play the game you play. That's I'm guessing it was
The game that I like to play, I have at least 3 people to play almost every week. That's like
And
that
they're
doesn't
all
happen to me very often.
and they're all
So because the
different
games I
matchups
like
too,
suck.
dude.
Yeah, which is really good. So yeah, I'm so lucky that I get to play every single week a game that I like. So that's super awesome, and I hope everybody else can have that in the future too, regardless of what the game is. Even if it's Mortal Kombat,
Was
I'm
there?
gonna make fun of you, but I
Yeah.
hope you have a place to play.
Okay, so Phil, favorite two Mountain Dew flavors.
This is such a good question.
I'm a big fan of Code Red and Baja Blast. Those are my two
Mhm.
favorite.
I think I'm gonna share one with you. Baja Blast and the newcomer, dude. Might be a little controversial, but Mountain Dew Spark, that shit is so fucking good.
Is
It's
that the
like
pineapple one?
it's
Or no,
no,
that's
it's
the
the one.
lemonade
It's the
one,
lemonade
right?
one.
Oh man,
That shit's
dude.
like it's unfair how fucking good that
I
is.
already
It's
told you how I
like
feel about
it's
that
insane.
one, dude. It's
Yeah,
every
like
time
that shouldn't exist.
I drink that one, I feel like I'm gonna have a fucking heart attack, dude. Because it's like
That shit is so fucking
it's
good. It's crazy.
so sweet and so good, and it's just like, and it feels like it's just pumped with it feels like
It's ridiculous. No, it is. It has so much.
when before
The
I
blue one for Applebee's is good too.
before
There are so many
yeah
good ones, but if I had to pick a top two, it's those two.
before I stopped drinking like soda as much as I do. I mean, I'm still drinking soda, but it's like the fucking 0 calorie whatever. But when but
Which is also good.
the TTFs where it was like the leftover sodas, and I would usually just finish them all like the Sunday and the Monday. bro, drinking 5 of those Mountain Dew Sparks in the span of just like an hour, I'm pretty sure like if I would have one more, I would have like full like onset adult diabetes. That shit is
It's fucking crazy.
insane,
Like
dude.
I said, that shouldn't exist, but I'm so glad that it does.
It tastes insane. It's fucking insane. Okay, but yes, thank you, Phil. Okay, Evo Joseph. I'm guessing this was last year. Man,
Yeah, it's $100. It's
damn.
about half the price
I wish that
with
was.
games, by the way.
I feel like honestly, they just need a spectator badge, dude. And I think that's like the first step. If they had a spectator badge, that would be because it's a crime to make like Gerald Tom. You know what I mean? Like you already said it. Like
People's
your loved
wives, husbands,
ones,
all that.
your
It's just like
yeah. It's just insane. And are they charging
yeah, for me,
kids?
like who gives a shit about me, right? Like I'm talking about other people.
Yeah.
It's like that's such a crazy ass to make somebody pay like quadruple the price just for the same event as last time.
And we're
It's like
real
to
motherfuckers.
me,
Like
it's insane.
yeah, I'm not gonna fucking make my girlfriend or my wife watch me fucking go tune out, make her pay her $200,
Yeah,
dude. Like she already dating the loser. No,
yeah. She starts suffering enough, right?
it's a dude, dude. They just use lemonade instead of water.
It's Spark is so fucking good. It's if you haven't tried it, Phil, you should definitely get one. Like they're so good. It's not it's unfair. It's unfair how good they are.
Was Ron the Snowman right to fear death? Yes, he
He
was.
was,
He
but honestly,
was.
like now he's eternal. Now he just lives in the ocean and like he's basically immortal now. So he was right to fear death, but he didn't have to. So
That show has no reason to be that good, man. Like it's insane.
excellent question.
And what snack would you give to the Japanese travels at Evo? Dick. Okay.
I would give him a bag of alien
Dude,
fresh
I
shit.
hate that post, dude. Because like I kind of understand where it's coming from, and then people are gonna read it the wrong way. People are gonna take. I mean, it's whatever. But if I
It's
really
funny.
had to give a snack to a Japanese person, my long lost cousins from like my dad and mom's side, I would give them Takis. I would be like, hey, come here, my friend. Here is a
The
tall
blue ones or
can
the regular ones?
of Modelo. Oh no, here is a Michelada, and I would get the red ones with sour cream because I know you don't like sour cream. I know that. But one of my favorite snacks is like straight up Takis and dipping it and using sour cream as dip. That's all it is, man. That's a snack I'll give them.
Yeah, alien fresh for sure.
Alien fresh.
It's a Las Vegas staple. I'd be like, here you go, man. Welcome to America. Please enjoy.
Yeah, Takis. Will I be allowed to go to barbecue this year? Let's get Richard on the line. Richard,
Cause that's Will.
I can only hope that you're allowed to go to barbecue this year. I hope we're all except for certain people.
I'll be there.
Are we in Korean barbecue the first day
I'm not
there?
gonna.
Are we going back to that place?
The first day, I don't know, but definitely someday. Toki's got some dinner plans also, which is cool.
Wait, with someone or us?
With us, he's got like places he wants to go.
Okay. I was like, is he meeting someone over here? Are we not invited?
Yeah, us, dude.
Marnie? Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're not. Who knows? I'll have to ask him. But I'm pretty sure we are. I like how you immediately thought it wasn't with us.
Yeah,
Dude.
I was just like, what? Is he going somewhere?
He's eating with normal people and shit.
Yeah, dude. Like,
He is a normal
real
person.
fighting game friends or like a girl or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Fantastic friends.
Okay, that's questions. Unless anyone else has questions. So I think
Yeah. Any last minute questions?
man, podcasts are so
Questions
hard
are
to do.
pretty good this time.
Yeah, Cody, I remember.
Are
like,
they? I don't know. I feel like they aren't.
Cody, I remember like
So
2
fun.
years ago when I met up with you at the casino. I brought Takis for you from when you were dude. Takis are sick, dude. It probably didn't help.
glad
I
we
was
bought
probably
those,
drunk
yeah.
as fuck, dude. And I was like even more happier, dude.
Oh yeah, we gotta plan out getting some snacks before we go.
Takis were like it was like a currency. Like prison has cigarettes, but when I was working at the school, like Takis were like it was,
That sounds about right.
it was just like I was like a fucking like a drug dealer to these kids. I was like, hey man, like how much money you got on you, kid? Like, all right, here you go, dude. Just don't tell your parents, man. Yeah, it's gonna be fun because if I understand right, J Flow is I will be meeting up with you guys. No,
You're not gonna be the only adult in the car,
I think it's gonna be me and Will so far. Hobby, I don't know if Hobby is in here. Are you an evil Hobby? But so far for sure the only 2 people is me and Will in the car. That'd be but yeah, stopping by Eddie's World and all the fun.
I don't think a lot of people know what the driving situation's like. I'm gonna have to consult with my people
I
about
mean,
that.
people still don't know what the fucking rooming situations are, but you know it happens. You
I'm not saying that, but that sounds correct.
know. Evo sucks. Dude.
Evo sucks. Can't wait to go. I'm gonna have a blast this year. I hope everybody else who's going has a blast too.
All right, let's get this over with. Let's get this over.
What's that picture behind me? Which one? The that one?
I had to take it. No, I had to because I had.
Oh, you mean the book? Yeah.
I made the camera smaller, so I didn't. So the camera was like this, and then I saw the bigger thing on like the Discord. I was like, oh shit, I'm totally. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's the fine art book, the one that Mike got me at in Japan this time. It's a pretty good book. One of my favorites. He just came out with a couple new ones too. I was thinking about navigating the Japanese sites to try to order it.
Where is this girl at? I wanna do our bitch calling. I want to do our hot or not, and then there are two good looking dudes waiting for me. But I'm trying to figure out this girl's name because I cannot say her name from a hot or not.
Anna Fox.
It's not Anna Fox.
It is.
It's not. All right. Anyway, I think we're done. Unless anyone has any more questions, we'll give you like a second.
This is a pretty good one. I can't wait for the follow up. It's gonna be really fun. I'm glad you like that one, Jed. I showed you my favorite page.
I need to YouTube it. I need to upload it because there are
I also
three
need to
podcast videos that I haven't uploaded on YouTube.
I mean, it's never too late, right?
No,
Like,
it
there's
isn't.
no reason not to.
It isn't. But it's just funny that I was like searching for something and it says on private. Not. I was like, God damn it! Dude. And I think they're like they weren't bad ones. Oh man, I can't find this girl. God damn it! I don't remember her name's hard. It's like a name of a mushroom.
Anna Fox.
All right. Anyway, I think we're done. So like any podcast, I'm just gonna make Vince go first because Will's not here about your hot or not and your bitch calling. So please, I'm only doing that so I can look for this girl. So anyway, go for it, Vince.
Hot or not? I feel like I just haven't been leaving my house recently because it's so fucking hot. So, definitely. How can I say this without offending anybody?
Is it someone's girlfriend?
Possibly. Let's just say it was somebody at a card shop that was definitely Filipina. You know, I'll just say that she's the hot or not. People will not know who she is, but I'm making it as obscure as possible.
Right.
I know that might be a crazy take from me, you know, me saying a Filipina is the hot or not, but that's what we're going with.
And I have good faith that you will post it in the Team Gotham chat room. Man, there are so many.
Possibly. Oh yeah, probably. Anyways, so that's the hot or not. There's so many bitches that I mean we haven't done a podcast in so long. So
Shelley Duvall, yeah.
uh
Rest in peace.
man, there are so many bitches, dude. The fact that Evo is $200, that's some bitch shit. Sublime are bitches, they suck. Cruise and Grand fucking sucks, they're bitches. Yeah, it's been so many things. Oh, of course it's back, dude. It's summer, dude. It's just god awful. It's trash. I'm gonna drive to that shit tomorrow. Fuck Cruise and Grand. Fuck Sublime. The people that keep shitting on the floor in the library, in the bathroom, you guys are bitches. The guy that pissed on all the seat covers is a bitch. The guy that threw up in there is a bitch. The guy that ripped the soap dispenser off the wall and caused a ruckus and then broke into the women's bathroom, that guy's a bitch. I'll end it there. You know, they're all bitches, and Ebony Goddess, you're never gonna guess.
Santa Fox.
Santa Fox. It is. So yeah, man, we're all good here, and it's all yours to do whatever you want with it.
Okay, so I can't find the girl, but it's just basically an emo punk girl that has the ex-girlfriend gaslighting you to come back video. Anyway, but we'll fall on Ellie
It could be
Lee.
any of us, man.
I don't know what the fuck her name is. Her name is like I had to look up her name, and then it's like some fucking mushroom, and it's just like, dude, this girl's weird, but I'm down.
Yeah, Princess Toadstool.
What did you say?
Yeah, Princess Toadstool.
No, it's not
Heard of
Princess.
her. It is.
I don't even know what I'm doing in my life anymore. Shout out
Do any of us?
Zucchini. There you go, dude. That's not her though. Man, there are so many IG. This is horrible.
Honey X Milk. Got it.
Dude, I don't know, man. It's just these bitches are, you know,
Eddie Mercury.
there are a lot of beautiful bitches out there, you know. So let's leave it at that. You know what? Let's go with T Chong. Fuck it, dude. You know, for no particular reason, because she's like the
Cool.
first IG story that's on my thing. Yeah, we'll do T Chong. Um, and Carmelo. but
Whoever she is.
yeah, bitch, Porcine. No, I don't. Damn it, I don't know.
Yeah,
I know
Porco
the
Rosso.
only person that follows her is Dre.
That's tight.
But and shout out to all like the small white girls, you know, like Shark Party
No.
and like you know
Okay.
people
You might have sold me.
Vince secretly likes, you know,
No, that's not me. That's somebody else.
cosplaying as Marika. Marika is the most. You know what my bitch call? Never mind. I can go into it. For you know, I'll do two bitch cons because I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring. Anyway, my first bitch con is a shitty work ethics. I feel like that was a giant bitch con for a while, and it's come back. It's annoying.
It feels like it's been so. It's been going
He's-
crazy with that for sure.
I doubt that this person. Let's just say my friend Tabeo has a coworker that peed himself and made Tabeo clean it up. And he also moved. So, you know, at Tabeo's job, they have to pack these orders, you know, and you know, they pack these orders and then, you know, and then you if it's 5 o'clock is like, you know, it's like a 9 to 5, 8 to 5, whatever, Dolly Parton. Um and then so if you're working on this big order and it's past 5, usually you don't usually you're supposed to finish the order and then go home and you get overtime. But somebody I didn't even know because we left. So he made me. He made my boss. Like he made one of the. He just made some people
Tabeo's
look bad.
boss, yeah.
He made Tabeo. Yeah, he made Tabeo's boss
Tabeo's
look
boss.
bad. Dude, they showed me this picture of this cart, or Tabeo shows me this picture of this cart, and there's just fucking an order of clothes. It's just like it's just an unfinished order, dude. And what happened was it became 5 o'clock and he was like, "Oh, I have to go now," and he left the fucking order. Plus, and don't remember, Tabeo tells me that these orders they have to go out, dude. It's not like oh they can wait. People pay money to. You know, it's and then sometimes you have big baller customers that you know what I mean. Like if you fuck up, dude. So he just left this like order, and and Tabeo tells me that he fucked up the order and he admitted it. He's oh yeah, I mispulled some stuff and I just thought someone was gonna come in and finish it and believe me, like it was awkward. It was so funny and awkward and I usually you know
People are
Tabeo
pretty funny sometimes.
Tabeo usually tells you know I'm not Tabeo, but let's pretend I'm Tabeo. Tabeo usually tells you know his higher up, hey, good morning. So when he went to go tell him good morning, like that conversation was happening. So you know, you do like the Grandpa Simpson, you walk in and you walk back out.
You turn around, man.
And then I just had the biggest smile on my face because my other bosses looked at me and or to you know and nodded his head, and oh man, dude. And then he said it was like, oh, this is your second strike, dude. The first strike is when you pissed yourself and you made Cody Tabeo cleaning up, and oh man, it was horrible. It was funny. It's crazy that these people exist.
I feel bad for Tabeo, man. It just keeps happening.
It's insane that these people exist. And in my head, I'm like, dude, this is why this is why I get paid more, and this is why I get away with a lot more stuff, dude. It's like insane. That's why Tabeo gets paid more. And
Yeah. That's what they pay. That's why he's the richest man in TJ.
And then my other bitch calling is you know, our beloved queen. My mom is messaging me. I guess. Is our beloved queen, the eternal Marika. Man, dude, the DLC for Elden Ring is fucking. I'm almost done with it. I feel like I'm almost done with it, but there's things that I haven't finished because this is how big this game is. The craziest thing. What's the saying in Usual Suspects? Like, Usual Suspects, like the biggest, or I don't know. Like I don't know if it's Usual Suspects, but the what was the quote? Like convincing us the devil doesn't exist or something. It's insane that Lord Miyazaki convinced us that this was a DLC game.
Where it's just another game.
It's just another game for $40. It's insane.
Cool.
It's fucking insane that this is like a complete. This is like it's another game, and it was cheaper. And the story, I mean, if you know what Souls games are, like you might not think there's a story, but like the
But
story is
there it is.
hidden. The story is hidden within the items, and it's insane. But man, Queen Marika is the worst fucking person in the world. I kind of understand what she did in this DLC, but that doesn't give her the right, man. Women. This person made like her first husband like destroy a race of giants, like fight the world, and then what did she do after he like fucking reclaimed the kingdom and fought for her? She takes his grace away and banishes him away to the border, like you know what I mean? And then she like gets some other husband, and then she fucking tells them to fuck off, and then she splits with herself, and then she has sex with herself, and she is so horrible, dude. And I'm gonna end it with justice for Mesmer, dude. Mesmer, man, that poor kid, dude. Just I feel bad for her kids, man. These fucking she's such a horrible person, dude. Justice for Godfrey, my boy Horolu. But if you're not Elden Ring is a really good game. The if it's the same with Warhammer, I think. Like, if you're not playing it, but there are plenty of those videos that I mean,
There's a
if you
lot of stuff to like about it.
um, and the characters are insane. I think if I had to pick right now, if you had my favorite character in the game was Margot. You know, Margot's a really badass character, but Mesmer is pretty sick right now. He's probably one of my man. That poor kid, dude. But it's crazy, and you know the homie George R helped out with it too, and you can tell there's a lot of elements in that game that, and I keep forgetting. I know people are tired of dragons in these games, but they also forget that dragons are a really big part of Souls games, and
They are.
and the dragons in this one, the homie Bale the Dread, that he is probably one of the sickest designs so far for the dragons. And he also has a really cool story lore with another dragon in the first one, and it's really cool. The guy that kept show that guy was just a normal dude, man. Normal characters in that game will fuck you up, but yeah, man. It felt good, dude. It felt good. I wish it's believe it or not, I do wish Will was here because it would
He's had a pretty funny run himself. Yeah,
he has funny runs and he
that
does
was really good to watch.
he does bring a lot. Um,
We'll get him next time.
Uh, but yeah, hopefully next time we'll see him at Evo. Hopefully he's not drugged out of his mind. The missing limbs, shit, dude. Do you see that? My bad. If I'm not off with it, Luke, what's the dragon from the first one? The first, if you guys don't know, the first Elden Lord was actually a dragon.
Twiggy.
No. So this dragon, what the fuck is his name, dude?
Deathwing.
No, Deathwing, dude. Deathwing's it. I always like those dragon books that have the size comparison of all the dragons. And like the biggest dragon is like some Lord of the Ring dragon, right? And the
Yeah.
it's like long dead, but it was like the first.
Yeah, he's fucking huge.
Yeah, that guy. I think you're right, Gam. That's funny. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. So if you,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gam's right.
But so this dragon, he has 4 heads basically, but when you fight him, he only has 2. So you're like, oh, what happened? So in the lore, Bale and this dragon fought each other because Bale was like, dude, this like he pretty much had a he just what's the word I'm looking for? Revolution or he just wanted a he was sick and tired, dude. So he wanted to fight him and say fuck his. But so both these dragons are fucked up. Like Bale is missing an arm, like his wings. It's just fucking insane. But if you look at his neck, you can see the 2 heads of that dragon like just hanging from his neck. Because in the end, he did like even though he lost, he still took like 2 heads away from this guy, dude. Like that dragon, dude. Like I say, I'm hearing some people, not some people. There's certain people that are tired of the dragons, but they always forget that like dragons are such a big like in Souls games. Like don't I don't want to get into the ancient dragons and the regular like ancient dragons have 4 4 legs and 4 wings, but and all that shit. But no, Elden Ring's sick, dude. But I think we have to call it out. That we have to call it there. There will be another podcast in 2 weeks. After Evo. I mean, no, we can't.
And at Evo.
I mean, we could kind of say, oh yeah, we can recap TTF, but I mean, we're gonna be at Evo. But TTF is this Saturday. Come through and hang out. I mean, I always say it, dude. TTF is the FGC crack house, dude. It's gonna be a first time for a lot of you guys. The house isn't in the best shape. It never was in the best shape, but in the end, we're there. If you're there just to play fighting games and hang out, it's the perfect place. And hopefully, if we keep it open and keep it up, we'll be doing some stuff. The roof is fixed, which was a really big goal. Now I think all I think we do is just fix the fucking toilet and then just put drywall up, dude, and I think we'll be Gucci.
Yeah, there's a couple other things too, but those are the big ones for sure.
But we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see. And I think that's it. I'm gonna stream more. I'm gonna play Warzone with Crockett and C Dubs. And Vince, I appreciate you. I always do. I
It
appreciate
was a good
everything
one
you
this
do.
time. I can't wait for the next one.
And the next one, let's see, it will be after Evo, and that would be oh shit. Well, I mean, that's the super pimp song. You know what I mean? So the 25th
So
will
25th.
be the 25th will be the next one, and TTF is Saturday, and then TTF after that will be August. It might be on a Friday. It might. I'm thinking Friday. So August 9th and August 23rd. 23 would be the next ones. But I think that's it. Is there anything else you want to say, Vince, before we skiddly do?
No, see you at TTF, man. I can't wait.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. And thanks for all hanging out. I appreciate you all. And hope to see you guys Saturday. Hope to see you guys at Evo. Hope to see you guys at the card game table. And fuck you all. Peace out.
Peace out. I'm gay.
I'm gay. I am super gay and retarded. You know what? Wait. I do have one bitch calling. I have one more. Uno mas. Vince is gone already. Dude, I fucking I hate ants. I've been having the biggest ant problem ever. And they're finally like disappearing. These ants are finally disappearing, right? They're finally disappearing, but they've eaten the cat food. They've this it's horrible, dude. But I bought these like Pop Monster ant bait traps, and I think they're working, but they're still there. So yesterday I got Domino's, and I got home this morning and I bought Domino's, or I mean I put the Domino's out on the table, and this table has been ant free because of the water tech. So before I wake up at 9 o'clock. The podcast starts at 9. I woke up I almost didn't survive the fap nap. I went to the kitchen to grab my monster and the last slice of pizza, and I'm eating this pizza. I'm enjoying it. I went to go take a piss, eating the pizza, and I feel fucking something crawling on my goddamn arms, dude. I look down on the fucking pizza, and there's fucking ants on the pizza. And you know what I fucking did? I shook the shit out of that pizza. I took all the ants off, and I finished that shit. And I just ate it, and we did the podcast. I'll be right back.